All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome into week 2 preseason end zone to end zone with your AFC Eastie boys. You got Waffles over there representing the New York Jets.
You already know. We got Cat in the Hat over here with the Dolphins. I got you actually something, Cat in the Hat. Before we get started, I want to let you know this is coming to you. The beautiful little
Oh, look at that.
well, not a long sleeve, it's a short sleeve shirt,
Oh, look at that.
t-shirt.
Look
Got
at
the little
that.
Nike logo on there for you.
He knows I like to go to practices fresh.
Yeah, you got to look professional when you're out there. You know what I'm saying?
That
You're
way
going to
I
be representing the AFC boys nowadays.
that way I
Got to be
can
looking right.
yeah, that way I can try and sneak into those interviews.
All right, we got a couple announcements. We got the Dolphins Challenge Cancer 5K coming off the 16th year they've been doing it. It'll be the second time Cat Near down here will be joining in on the run, making them money, getting them that cancer research, baby.
Collecting them
We
donations.
also collecting them donations for that cancer research. Damn straight. We also when we get that 500 subs, we're hitting that Mike Gesicki picture autograph giveaway. That's going down as soon as we hit 500 subs. We'll know the whoever shares and likes and comments the most is going to be getting this free. We'll just ship it right out to you, bang bang, like that.
Bang bang. Make sure you tag us
We
when
got
you share us.
18 days left till the NFL kickoff. We got preseason week 3 recap going on today. We're going to do a little bit of talks about the Jets loss, the Dolphins, the Bills blowout loss, and the Patriots, because we are indeed the AFC Eastie boys.
So make sure y'all go grab your snacks, grab your drinks, your pizza, and your popcorn, and enjoy.
And get ready. Well, all right, hey, Ron, it's been great talking to you. Gotta make sure I got my snacks, you know what I'm saying?
I get my drinks. I wonder if anybody sees the little nuggets I left in the intro video. Somebody's rights just became free to use. They can't see.
I know. That one was for you. Over here eating popcorn, waiting for you to say whose rights got free to use.
You haven't noticed it yet?
Who looked better?
Don't agree with it? That's too bad.
Was that Mike
subscribe
McDaniel's face
anyways.
over there?
Like and subscribe anyways.
Oh, Garfield.
There you go. There you go. That's right. That's right. And I'm definitely a big Garfield fan. I grew up reading all the Garfield books. I actually met the artist because he went to the school that I was going to. It was called Garfield Elementary. It was in Muncie, Indiana. So, yeah. So I actually got a book. Gave me a book and he signed it. Yeah, I was a big.
I've
Interesting.
also been a big Garfield fan. But let's get into it. We got the scores for the preseason week 3. Starting out,
It's technically week 2. The reason
Where
it
is it?
says the reason it says week 3 is because of the Hall of Fame game. They technically counted that as a
That one
preseason
game.
week. Yeah,
They
but
called that
it's
week 1.
yeah, correct. So it's technically week 2, but if you look at it, it might say week 3 somewhere. So look at it however you want. Technically, there's 2 teams. It is week. All right, continue.
So either way we look at it, Friday, August 15th, we had the Titans and the Falcons, and the Titans squeaked out a victory, 23-20, close win. And then we moved into Saturday. We still had another game Friday, August 15th, the Chiefs and the Seahawks blew them out 33-16. Go
Yeah,
Seahawks.
yeah. 268 rushing yards in total for the Seattle Seahawks during.
Ooh,
Ooh, a
showing them
lot.
that the run game is alive and well in the NFL.
I mean, granted,
Then we had
this is
Saturday.
preseason.
Whatever. Then we had Saturday. Packers and the Colts, 23-19. Pack go.
Go Pack, go! Speaking of hit on the Colts, real quick, they just signed Xavier Howard's expired ass.
One old veteran to another. Then we had the Patriots and the Vikings. Patriots squeaked out a victory, 20-12 over the Vikings. Dolphins and the Lions. Dolphins win, 24-17. Good job. Give them props. They deserve it. That was a good game.
We gonna break that down.
We got the Browns and the Eagles. Browns winning 22-13. Surprising. Everybody expecting nothing from the Browns, and here they go winning a game. Preseason.
There was a big play. Eagles defense on Andrew Makuba had a 75-yard interception return for a touchdown, and he also had a fumble recovery. So impressive job.
The Panthers and the Texans. Panthers got whooped 3-20 to the Texans. 49ers and the Raiders. 49ers 22, Raiders 19. Give it to the 49ers. They squeaked out a win there. Chargers and the Rams, the closest game of the week. 22-23. Rams win it. Good game.
Speaking of the Rams, Matthew Stafford was on my. The reason I haven't put out my top 5 QB list is because like Matthew Stafford was on it, but then he had the back thing. Like we weren't really getting a clear indication on Matthew Stafford's status going into the season, but it does look like he's good to go. He's back practicing. He was practicing the team today. So it does look like he's good to go. So it looks like I have the green light to continue with my QB video for your top 5 QB. Little hint. Go. You know one of them.
Instant hints. Buccaneers win 17 over the Steelers to 14. Jets lose. I've said that a lot in my life. 12-31 to the New York Giants. The Ravens win over the Cowboys. Yeah, I don't even want to. I skip right over that. The Ravens win over the Cowboys, 31-13. The Cardinals lose to the Broncos, 7-27. Hard game. Jaguars and Saints.
Broncos are going to be a good team this year. Like straight up, like Bo Nix's second year, like Sean Payton's second year in the team, like or third year in the team, right? For Sean Payton, I believe.
They're ready to show out.
They're going to be really good. They're going to give Kansas City a run for their money, for sure.
I agree. So the Jaguars and the Saints with the second tie game of the preseason, the 17-17 tie.
Oh, my Fin fam.
The Bengals and the Commanders. The Fin fans had that first tie in the first week. The Bears blew out the Bills 38-0. Goose egg. And then currently, right now, going on,
It should
the
be
Bengals and the Commanders are tied 14-14.
should be able to follow along right down there in that little. If you need it a little bigger, let me know. I can make it bigger for you.
Down there.
On there.
And that is the preseason week 3 scores for so far this week.
It's been good. Of course, it's just preseason. This doesn't really the stats and the outcomes don't really matter. It's about teams getting used to things. Like there's a lot of teams that have new players, have new coaches, like have new schemes that they have to get used to. And that's really what all this about. So like the scores like really don't matter. Like if it's your team and it's important to you, I suggest going back, and if you can't look at actual film, at least go back and look at the play by play, because it'll give you a kind of a good idea of how the game went down. Even if you didn't get to watch it, it kind of will still. It's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Not knowing.
It's better than watching just the highlights on YouTube. Don't get me wrong. Highlights are fun to watch, but it doesn't show you the whole game track or tell the tape of the game.
Correct. You definitely, the highlights are just highlights. That's the good plays. So what about the bad plays? Quarterback clearly under by like 3 yards.
Don't get me wrong. I live in the highlights.
Trust me, I live in highlights too. We're all humans. We work, have lives, we have kids. We can't sit here and watch every single game, especially preseason. But during the
But if you can cut that game down in 18 minutes.
or yeah, you know what I mean? And it's like me, days that we have home games, I have to travel down to the stadium. So like on those days, I really don't get to watch much other football until Sunday night. So like those days, I have to watch highlights.
You got no choice.
I know you don't want to talk about it, but I'm gonna make you talk about it, bro. Like, Jets, bro. What happened? Like, you had such a good week 1, man. It looked so impressive. I went through and I was like, holy cow, they definitely looked way better than the Miami Dolphins. It was sad that I actually had to admit that the Jets looked better last week, especially Justin Fields. He looked really good in his drive, his one drive that he got, but like, and then not only how he looked in his drive, but how the Jets played the game, finished it out.
Yes, most of our gameplay it definitely showed our blueprint for what we plan on doing for the remainder of the season, for the 2025 season. We are going to be a run-heavy offense with occasional passes. We're definitely not highlighting his throwing arm. We're highlighting Justin Fields' strengths, his legs, his accuracy and short times handoffs and timing. We're trying to build on him something that we can use in the future. We don't look at him as our franchise quarterback. Don't get me wrong. We signed him for a 2-year deal. We're not trying to hold on to him forever. We're just trying to build something that we can all win.
But he's still young, so I mean, like, if he does well this year and next year, like, maybe he can be the quarterback for your future. Get another 6,
if
7
he shows
years
us
out of
that,
him.
if he shows us that through hard work and production, we'll talk when our contract now is over. You know what I mean? He's got 2 years to show us something spectacular. We already gave him the $40 million for the 2 years, so
40 mil. I mean, that's not bad. 2 years, that's 20 mil a year. That's kind of like average quarterback salary for somebody that's still got potential and lifespan on his career.
exactly. Gives an option to show up if he wants a real paycheck.
For sure. So
Play by the playbook, run the route. You know what I mean? We're going to be a 3-headed beast for running the ball and that's going to be the game plan for most of 2025. Ground and pound, small yards, but consistent.
Not only that, not only just a three-headed beast as far as running the ball. Like you also do have a fourth option, I believe. You guys drafted another guy, but I also saw a picture. I think it was from last year where Braylon Allen had threw a pass. And you can go back and look. I put it in the thumbnail. Guys, take a look at that thumbnail. What does that mean? Does that mean that you guys could also have a dual threat, like a double dual threat with two passing
You
options?
never know. There could be a couple of flea flicker options where, we hand off the ball and Braylon Allen turns around, does a wheel route, and throws it across the field to Justin Fields.
I mean, that's something you're only going to be able to pull out of the hat a couple times a year, but it's probably a guaranteed play a couple times a year, in crucial clutch time situations. Like you're on the 30-yard line and there's 17 seconds left on the clock and you're down by 3 points, so you attempt this.
It really is all about the surprise.
You attempt this. If it hits, you win the game. If it doesn't hit, you kick a field goal, you tie the game, you go into overtime, and then that play's like thrown back in the hat for another. I like that. I like that idea. We're gonna have to pitch that to Aaron Glenn. I was watching a replay the other day of Dan Marino because we got day 13 coming up. Fin fam, we got day 13 coming up, and I got you a special tribute for the day and the man, Marino. I watched a nice touchdown pass from Dan Marino, and the defender was Aaron Glenn. Saying.
You would. So what do we got on this Bills loss? It's amazing Bills loss.
I mean, well,
38 to 0.
38 to 0. I mean, well, it's nothing really spectacular on that. It was kind of just from what I understand, Buffalo was playing very loose coverage. And they weren't real. It was second strings and third strings playing. I didn't get to watch the tape on it. I didn't get to watch any highlights. I didn't get to watch any replays on it. So it's really hard to judge how bad they suck, because they do suck. So
they suck pretty bad.
38 to 0 when they tied with the Dolphins the week before, and people were going out there saying the Dolphins were getting bullied by the Chicago Bears. Well, if the Dolphins were getting bullied, the Buffalo Bills just straight up got curb kicked by the fucking Chicago Bears.
Yeah, Caleb Williams went 4 for 5 for 61 yards and a touchdown on the first drive. Literally 4 minutes in, they're up 7.
I know it took them longer than that to score against the Dolphins. Again, it's just preseason, and the Dolphins' defense definitely going to be more dominant than Buffalo defense this year. Buffalo's going to have to. It's lucky they extended James Cook, so that saves Josh Allen. I might have to slip him back into my top 5, because if they would have got James Cook, I had a bad feeling for Josh Allen. But it's going to be offense. They're going to be relying on their offense. They're going to have to score a lot of points because their defense is going to struggle. So, but how about the Jets game? Let's go through the Jets game. We want to talk about the Jets game. Let's see where they messed up at. Let's figure it out. Let's go through the play-by-play. You got it pulled up?
No.
This is the time. We got to go through and figure it out. Because last week they had such an impressive performance. Like the way that they ended the game, the way they started the game, like how dominant the defense was, and like the team they were playing was much better. And the team they were playing also played their first strings for 2 whole series compared to 1 series for the Jets. And you're playing a much worse team, but you are playing a team where everybody on that team is fighting for the number 1 spot. So everybody is technically a starter or a backup, you know. That's the only difference there. So the Giants definitely do have more go and fight for it. I'm gonna go ahead. Hold on. Let me hit something real quick for you guys while we pull up this.
I don't agree with it. That's too bad.
Like and subscribe, anyways.
Like and subscribe, anyways.
Where'd you find the play-by-play anyway?
If you go to NFL.com, click on the game. Play-by-play.
Scores. Game details.
Yeah, so then scroll down, you'll see it's scoring drives, and then click on the drive. Walk you through. So while you figure it out, I can start you off. Giants get the ball to start. They start with a 2-yard run.
Yay.
From T. Tracy. Giants start with the ball, and they start with their first string. T. Tracy is definitely starter over there. And then a 10-yard run from T. Tracy. Woo! And then this is where Russell Wilson hits the moon ball. The moon ball, they call it. Woo!
The 80-yard.
The 80-yard pass to B. Collins.
80-yard throw.
Yeah, but he gets taken
Tackled
down
at the 1.
at the 1-yard line, right? And then no gain from Tracy Jr. And then touchdown, Devin Singletary, their big back, runs it in for the touchdown. And extra points good. You guys get the ball. And it doesn't... Justin?
Yeah, we got 1 drive.
Okay, yeah, it's just, it looks like...
They went 1 for 5.
Yeah, 0-yard run, so run for no gain, 2-yard run, and then an 11-yard run from Braylon Allen. Penalty on the Giants, and Breece Hall, no gain. Braylon Allen. So you sprinkled in a bunch of runs again, so here you guys go, like, trying to establish the run. Clearly, like, no passes. Your whole first drive is literally all runs up until 3rd and 2 at the New York Giants 20, which is your first pass, and it's a pass incomplete, and then you kick a field. So you can definitely see that, like, Aaron are clearly trying to work on the run game, trying to be a...
Focused in pushing the ball down the field with our feet.
And then for some reason, that's all I got for the first quarter.
Yeah, the Giants get the ball back, and it goes for 6 plays and then another punt. And then it moves on to the second quarter.
Oh, so you got it
Second quarter, not too exciting. A punt, an interception. Russell Wilson pass deep right intended for B. Collins, intercepted by Quentin Stiggers at the New York Jets 0 line for a touchback. They basically picked him off in the end zone.
End zone.
But we were unable to do anything with the drive that followed. We had a pass go incomplete from Martinez.
Was this your, second string at this point? Or
3 in a row, yeah. Second string at this point. If I'm not mistaken, Justin Fields left the field in the first quarter.
yeah, probably just got the one series and then done from there. Toward the 3.
Yeah, once we got the field goal, we benched him. And then started using Adrian Martinez. We had an okay start to the second quarter. 4-yard run by Braylon Allen, right tackle to 25 for 4 yards. Martinez, a deep middle pass to Braylon Smith for 20 yards. But we caught a 10-yard penalty. For offensive holding. And then we got another 8-yard pass from Martinez to Smith again.
So
6-yard run from Braylon Allen, and then incomplete pass, and then we ended up having to punt it 47 yards to the Giants 4.
So basically, like, what you're telling me and like what I'm hearing so far is that like Justin Fields on the field is definitely run heavy team. Like, they not trust him to pass the ball. Like, think like why do you think his drive was so run centric, but yet Martinez's drive has a bunch of big passes?
It's more of a buildup of what to be expected in the first drive for the season. Like I was saying, lots of running, relying on Breece Hall and Braylon Allen. It's not that they don't trust his arm; they just know his limitations. They're not going to put him in a situation where he needs to be throwing the ball downfield heavy to push. We want to play the game our way, which is run it down your throat, boom, boom, boom. The drives are going to take long. They're going to be 9-10 minute drives, and they're hopefully accumulating in a touchdown rather than a field goal. We want to wear out the defenses.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That's how Cleveland Browns got to the playoffs a couple years ago when they were cycled through the accident. Like, they weren't really a pass heavy team. Pound and run, rolled the clock, ugly, and got there that way. Okay, I can get that. So over there, Jackson Dart, he played. He had 14 of 6, 13 straight complete, 137 yards rushing. So far during the preseason, has gone 20-35, 291 yards and passing touchdown plus the rushing touchdown he got this week. For those of you quarterback battle over there, you definitely know it's actually a battle. Russell Wilson's not guaranteed to be. He most likely will start the season, but there's no guarantees that he finishes it. So, continue on with the game. What do we got left?
Start the third quarter. Well, actually, no. Let me go back. Giants get the ball. Devin Singletary, with a minute 37 left in the half. Devin Singletary runs for 4 yards. Then Dart does an incomplete pass deep right to B. Collins. And then Dart gets sacked at the New York Jets 42 for 0 yards by Kendrick Jonathan. They have to punt the ball He ended up punting it to the 5, down by New York Giants' Devon Miller. Or D. Miller. I'm not sure if that's Devon Miller or not. Anyway, so the Jets get the ball at their 5-yard line. Nwangwu, left guard. He went for 11 to the 11-yard line for 6 yards. Another 3-yard run from him, and then another 4-yard run to get the first down. Martinez threw a short 7-yard pass to D. Edwards. Then another 9-yard pass to Pritchett, and then a 7-yard pass to Smart, literally passing the ball around, kind of spreading the ball out, but slowly marching downfield while at the same time. It went into the shotgun off a no huddle. Martinez with a short pass left to Pritchard again. And then a big 23-yard pass deep middle to Arian Smith. And then we started fumbling up a little bit. We got an incomplete pass, 3-yard pass from Martinez, another 16-yard pass from Martinez, another 3-yard pass, and then an incomplete. And then we ended up with getting a field goal because we ran out of time there at the end of the half. Here's where it starts getting a little rocky for us. Giants get the ball, start the second half. Starts with an incomplete pass, then a 6-yard run, then a 12-yard pass from Dart, a 19-yard pass from Dart, a 1-yard run from Miller, another 5-yard pass from Dart to Humphrey, 6-yard pass from Dart to Miller, a lot of checkdowns, looks like, and then a 2-yard run from Jay Ward to the 20, and then the Giants score a touchdown. Jay Dart pass short middle to G. Dulkick for 20 yards, with an extra point being good.
So I think that's that stretch where Jackson Dart has like 13 straight complete. I'll play a clipper.
All right, quiet on set. And action.
So it wasn't pretty coming second half. Is what you're saying? Like third string weren't performing well.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't pretty coming back after the second half. For the second half, Jets get the ball back. Martinez with a short pass middle to Braylon Smith to the 40-yard line, then a 6-yard run, then an incomplete pass, and then Martinez throws an interception, picked at the Giants 45, and then downed right there. And that's when the Giants start another drive that ends up in a touchdown again. 13 plays, 5 minutes and 21 seconds, going 55 yards to score another touchdown. 3-yard pass, 8-yard pass, 4-yard pass. They literally started just nickel and diming us in the second half and eating up the clock, letting it ride.
Update on the game. We got tie game 14-14. Bengals have the ball. 8 minutes left to go in the second quarter.
Okay, so this is the drive where the Giants get Justin Dart up the middle for a 1-yard rushing touchdown.
Ooh, Bengals just scored. It's now 21. Oh, my screen wasn't updated. Sorry. Only 34 seconds left in the second quarter. Score is 21-14. Bengals over the Washington Commanders. So is that how you ended the game?
No, we ended up getting another touchdown. We had a couple more scores. Giants had a 12-play drive that ended in a field goal, ate up 2 minutes and 42 seconds, went 66 yards. A lot of couple penalties, couple incomplete passes, but for the most part, Jameis Winston had a deep pass to Cambry to the New York Giants to the Jets 3-yard line, but then we held them there at that and forced them to get the field goal. So our defense did show up there and proceed to make it a little more difficult with 3 yards to gain for a touchdown.
Oh yeah, for sure. If you can't get in with 3 yards, defense definitely held up there.
But then the fourth quarter starts. Jets have the ball, and we finally get a touchdown of our own. We have a 61-yard kick from McAdamney. And then we started off with a D. Edwards 3-yard run. We put in our third-string quarterback. We got B. Cook with a short pass to Skinner to the 20-yard line. Skinner actually is the one that ends up getting this touchdown. 2-yard run, another 6-yard run, then a 16-yard pass again to Skinner. 18-yard pass short left to Wilson. And then a 22-yard pass to Skinner again. So that's the third pass to Skinner in this drive alone. Then we had an incomplete pass, another short pass to Wilson. Edwards up the middle to the 4 for 4 yards. A no gain run, and then finally we got the quick short left pass to Skinner for 4 yards for the touchdown. We attempted the 2-point conversion, which was incomplete, and the attempt failed.
And if you don't agree with that, like and subscribe anyways.
Don't agree with it?
Like and subscribe anyways.
Like and subscribe anyways.
Like and subscribe anyways.
Had to play.
I don't blame you.
Working on
Then the
lots
Giants
of
get
stuff
another
for you
touchdown.
guys. Working on lots of stuff for you guys to be able to do in the chat. I gotta figure out the program that works with YouTube. There's like I don't know if you guys ever mess around on Twitch or not, but there's like you can. I'm trying to integrate it into our YouTube channel, so definitely I'll smash that like and subscribe because I'm telling you, we've been telling you, man, it's gonna be a fun season. With not gonna credit that we streaming live games every week. If you haven't caught commentary with the AFC Boys yet, missing out. I'm gonna be getting you your predictions. I'm gonna be covering your fantasy football. And we keep it fun.
We got a little bit of everything packed
A
and ready
little
for
bit
you.
of everything. Everything. So
Don't forget to blaze that like and subscribe.
I wish I had a lighter on me to light. So do we need to continue going on with your game? You want? How do they
I'm really
finish?
good talking about it.
How did they finish?
Not strong. The defense does get another interception from the Jets defense from DeVito. He throws one deep middle to intended for Washington, but intercepted by Clark. And then the end of the fourth quarter, we had the ball. We pretty much ran the ball out. 1-yard run, 3-yard run, 7-yard run, a run for no gain. And then Tua Philly gets a 15-yard run, and then another 5-yard run to run out the clock with 37 seconds left. They were trying, but they had given up at that point. They were beat down.
Yeah,
Not a happy team.
you have a team with the New York Giants that, like, everybody on their team, like I said, is fighting for spots, fighting for starter spots. So, like, everybody on that team is trying to be a starter on that team. But you wanted some,
everyone there is trying to show out.
yeah. So back to the Bills curb stomping. Bears scoring 30 euro on the division leading Buffalo. Caleb Williams looked sharp in his debut in preseason because they didn't play him last week, Miami Dolphins. Because you know what that tells me, FinFam? They scared of our defense because we played our starters. And they know Caleb Williams might not have been able to start week 1 had they put him in against the Miami Dolphins. So they put him in against the Buffalo Bills. And he looked sharp, 6 for 10, 107 yards and a touchdown, highlighted by a 36-yard scoring strike to, let's see if I can pronounce this name, Olamide Teus.
Brief interruption. Bengals and Commanders are 14-28 at halftime.
Ooh! So
Bengals with another score.
Bengals have put up 21 unanswered points on the Washington Commanders to finish out the first half right now. The Bears piled up 528 yards, inflicted injuries on Buffalo's cornerback Terrell Smith and defensive end Austin Booker, and they had their rookie linebacker Ruben Hypolite, the second, and undrafted free agent corner Jeremiah Walker. They were phenomenal during that game. That Ochocinco on their show, The Nightcap, they actually listed, he said that the Bears and the Panthers are dark horse playoff contenders, but that's to be determined once,
I don't know about
once
the
season starts. I don't know about either of the teams, honestly. Like the Chicago defense is going to be good, and despite how this game turned out with the Bears and the Bills, like from what I've been hearing about Caleb Williams, is he's not been doing that great in this new offense. He's not getting it down, so we'll see. I don't agree that they're playoff contenders. Not in the NFC. No way. I can definitely name 7 other teams that are going to do better than them.
I mean, the man started with a 36-yard touchdown for this game.
Talking about Caleb Williams, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who is he playing against?
Buffalo.
Curb stomp their ass. Get out of here, Buffalo. It's only preseason. We're not going to rag you guys too much, but you guys are also...
So we had punt, and then another Bears touchdown.
You guys are also the only team
and then a punt, and then another Bears touchdown.
In the NFL to go to 4 Super Bowls in a row.
And then there was another punt from the Bills. And you know what it led to? Another Bears touchdown. Hey!
And
then there was a punt, and then the Bears they turned it over on downs that time. They fucked up. They was like, you know what? Hey, we're winning. Why not go for it anyway? Let's embarrass these boys.
They were so confident.
And then you know what? Yeah, exactly. So confident, riding their high. And then you see Buffalo come out and miss a field goal. And they're like, we can't score a fucking point to save our life this game. They get the ball back in the third quarter to start the second half. What do? Turnover on downs for the Buffalo Bills. They couldn't get a first down to save their life. They got probably 2 of them, and then it was over. And then the Bears get the ball back, and they get a field goal in 7 plays. And then a punt, and then a punt, and then the Buffalo Bills fumble the ball like a fumble Rooski, and leads to another Bears touchdown. And then there's a turnover on downs from the Bills. They went for it on fourth down again. They failed because they suck. And then the end of the fourth quarter ends with the Chicago Bears holding the ball between their legs and for 7.5 minutes and telling Buffalo we're going to take our ball and go home. And that's how that game went down.
Oh man. Oh man.
Don't agree with it? That's too bad.
Like and subscribe anyways.
Like and subscribe anyways.
Oh man. All right. So Miami Dolphins though. They're Miami Dolphins though. People been wanting to talk about physicality with the Miami Dolphins. They've been calling the Dolphins soft. I've been telling everybody
Weak.
I've been telling everybody in this offseason, like, Miami Dolphins, there's something different. I don't know if you watched my show from Thursday night when I had my epiphany. I literally had my epiphany on Thursday and put together the whole show and Thursday night. And the Dolphins are it this year. Watch it. Watch it. No more pessimistic. I remember you called me pessimistic last week. That like stuck with me for a couple days. I'm like, bro, I really was. Like, I super was. But like, I'm taking a look at things, bro, and there's no way you can deny it. Dolphins definitely got something going for this year coming up. And Mike McDaniel has just been in the background, really orchestrating clever moves with all the media surrounding Miami Dolphins. It's like, it's not a positive light though, right? It's negative. Dolphins are going to go 3-14 this year. So they're like, I said it on Thursday night, everybody that's going against the Miami Dolphins this year, they already have their week marked off as a win. Like, that's their bye week, their extra bye week. You know what I mean?
You think he's purposely... Do you think Mike McDaniels is purposely undervaluing his team?
I wouldn't say that he's undervaluing his team. I'm saying that he's he's kind of orchestrating some of these off-season things that are going on, because if you go back in the video, I kind of explained it a little bit more, but if you go back to 2022 off-season, it looks similar to this one, right? We had a roller coaster.
You talk about the drama.
The drama, right? Tyreek Hill coming in, like a bad season from Tua the year before, and you got Tyreek Hill like hyping up Tua all in the off season. But yet everybody still in the media was like, no, Miami Dolphins are going to be trash. They're going to win like 4 or 5 games, yada yada. And then
they're selling his house.
What'd we do? We came out and we didn't make it in the big games. You know, we didn't make it in the big games. Like, we failed in a lot of areas, but we weren't ready yet. And so that's why I like this season. This season is going to be Mike McDaniel's final product. Hold on, and I got something for that. Hold on. I'm about to hit it right now.
All right, quiet on set. And action. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Cut.
Oh man. So this year's his final product, and we're gonna see the Miami Dolphins come out and really perform. That's why you're seeing the same shit in training camp. Like, that's what everybody's complaining about. They're like, oh, it's the same old Dolphins. We're seeing all the same bubble screens and the same run plays because he's hiding shit. We did have some big passes this week though, so we're gonna get into that. The game, Miami Dolphins win. For those of you that don't know, 24-17. I'm sure most of you already know about it. But it started off with the Detroit Lions getting the ball. It was a punt. Basically, This is all second string on second string. Like nobody, like none of the
Kyle
first.
Allen and Hendon Hooker.
Yeah, none of the first strings started either side of the ball. But they went 8 plays for 15 yards. So they had an 11-yard pass from a shotgun to Jay Meeks for 11 yards, and then they had an 8-yard pass after that, so first down, and then they had a 1-yard run. So now they're sitting at 3rd and 1, and then a negative 9-yard run. So the defense comes in. Oh, it's a penalty on Detroit. Offensive holding. And then, that was one thing I wanted to say about this game. Like, this game was the most penalized game of the week. There was, like, almost 30 total penalties, and they picked up the flag, like, 6 times. You got your flags, by the way?
Flags all day.
You got your flags?
I do. I don't have them with me.
If y'all want some referee flags, we got that for you. We'll share the Macari link in the chat. They'll be in the comments in the description after the video's done posting, unless he wants to post the link now in the chat. You can hit that Macari and you can get your own referee flags for this season. They're definitely good to have. $15 and you get a yellow one and a red one. Definitely made with a little sub ball. They're definitely good to use. You can throw them at your TV and you won't have to worry about breaking it. Definitely a must grab for the NFL season, especially if you like throwing shit at your television. So, it went from a negative 9-yard run, there was an offensive holding, a negative 5-yard penalty, negative 6-yard pass, short left, he went backwards, and then a punt. So the defense showed up in the beginning, but so did Detroit defense on Zach Wilson's first drive. Short left pass to Eazy-E, and then penalty, false start on Farrell Brown. And then 2nd and 12, we had a 4-yard pass to Tanner Connor. And then 3rd and 8, Zach Wilson misses D. Eskridge. And then we end up punting. So we end up going 3 and out on our first drive. So not looking good. Our defense is looking good, but the offense at this point, Zach Wilson went out there and did not look good at all. And then the next drive, the Detroit Lions, they have a punt as well. Same thing, basically a 3 and out. They had a lot of penalties. They had a 10-yard penalty to start their drive, offensive holding again, and then an incomplete pass to their new tight end Tesla, and then a 2-yard run, and then a negative 4-yard run. It should have been considered. Oh no, he ran out of bounds. I didn't really get to watch this game until the second half. I was busy doing stuff during the first half, so I was listening to it. So our second drive results with a touchdown. 15 plays for 85 yards. Jalen Wright rushes to the left for nowhere, and then Zach Wilson passes to Tanner Connor for 13 yards and a first down. And then it's a pass incomplete to Eazy-E, so that's 2 incomplete passes to so far. And then a 9-yard pass up to Taj Washington, and then a 1-yard run from Jalen Wright for a first down. Short right for 7 yards to Tanner Connor again, and then a 15-yard pass to D. Eskridge, who ran out of bounds. 3-yard run from Jalen Wright. And a 5-yard penalty. Oh, Austin.
Got that link down in the comments below.
Oh,
for the penalty flags.
There you go. A pass short left to Farrell Brown that turned into a penalty, illegal formation. So that was. It didn't happen on our very first play this time, but it still happened early on in the first quarter. And then a timeout. A timeout, and then a 27-yard pass from Zach Wilson to D. Eskridge. And then a negative run, and then the touchdown. Eskridge, 11 yards. So one thing that I noticed in the first half is kind of how like your first half or your first drive was run centric. Our first half was pass centric. We had Zach Wilson in for the whole first half, and during the whole first half, we ran the ball 6 times for 5 yards. And why do I think that is? Because I think that
When the run game's not working, you don't use it.
no, that's not my guess. My guess is that there's really a QB2 battle. Like Mike McDaniel wants to see how Zach Wilson can pass the ball. Wanted to see passing the ball down the field. Because there's really a QB2 battle there between Quinn Ewers and Zach Wilson. So I think that's why the first half was very pass-centric. A lot of passing and a lot of running. But you're right, the running wasn't
He wants to know.
working.
Mike McDaniels is trying to figure out who's going to be his starting quarterback after the Buffalo game.
Bro, you know where I know where you live, right? I know where you live. I literally know where you sleep.
Cheers.
Those flags are free now, by the way.
Sounds like Kevin has buying flags for everybody.
Just
Go Jets.
Go Jets.
Don't agree with it? That's too bad.
Like and subscribe anyways.
Like and subscribe anyways.
Yeah, I'm still here.
No, I had to throw.
That'd be a great cutaway. Just be like, flag up.
Oh, I had through the like and subscribe video. But there you go. It's
What's that?
I had through the like and subscribe video up when got it like the second time. Anyways, so yeah, it was very pass centric. There was a big deep pass at one point during the game that was, I don't know exactly, it was during the second half. For some reason it's fresh in my, and for some reason it's also telling me 31-7 or telling me 30. Not right. It was telling you the NFL app or the NFL website this year has been.
Ewers did end the game with a pair of touchdowns compared to Zach Wilson's one.
Yeah, all right. So we're in the. I was going to go into the second half and talk about it, but I wanted to talk about the one drive, the one pass, showing it all to me. Oh, here we go. Second quarter.
I got a 23-yarder from Ewers.
No, there was one deep pass that Zach Wilson, trying to see, was that he was throwing to. Deep right to the S group. It's not telling me how many yardage. Anyways, there was one where he threw it, and it was like 3 yards short, but it was probably like a 50-yarder, and it might have been in the second quarter, where I'm not seeing it. But I mean, no matter how you look at this game, the Miami Dolphins defense is coming to win, and it looks like we have depth at pretty much everywhere except our cornerback room. But just like I've been saying all offseason, our front seven is making those guys back there making their job easy. Because look, you've seen how we performed against Detroit, who was a playoff contender last year and probably a top 5 offense in the league if you want to break it down and put it on paper and go player by player. Granted, it is second string on second string and third string on third string, but like, doesn't that make you feel good knowing that your backups beat their backups? your backups performed well against their backups.
At any point, you got to be able to switch out your starters for your backups anyway to keep everyone fresh.
But my biggest takeaway from this weekend and this game, because like I told we all know, like I'm being super critical of Mike McDaniel this year. Like I'm looking at him through a magnifying glass all season, because if anybody needs to improve, it needs to be this guy, because we all know his play calling has been atrocious, especially with the lack of ability to adjust in games, and not only in games but like from games to games, because it's like, yes, this offense and this scheme is built for Tua, but there's been plenty of times where Mike McDaniel has known he's going into weeks without Tua Tagovailoa, and it's going to be multiple weeks without Tua Tagovailoa. So why during those times didn't he adjust the play scheme fit the quarterback that he's got going out on the field? You know what I mean? And maybe if he had done stuff like that, we had won a couple more of those games where he was not out there. His challenges, his play calling decisions, and there's a couple moments in this game where I think he made very smart coaching decisions. First being in the first half with Zach Wilson, giving him pretty much a whole half of just throwing the rock. You know what I mean? Just slinging the rock and getting used to and getting the chemistry and the timing down, because like whether we want, listen, I hate that football kind of has politics involved in it, but we all got to understand Zach Wilson is paid. So if anybody is going to get the QB2 spot, it's most likely going to be Zach Wilson, and then Quinn Ewers isn't going to get action if both quarterbacks are down. That's unfortunately most likely how we're going to go into the season. You know what I mean? Just because that's how the cookie crumbles, ladies. That's why 2 is the clear QB1. Like, I don't want to hear any more BS about like Zach Wilson being QB1 at the start of the season. The only way he's going to be QB1 is if Tua goes down. Or if we start 0-5 and Tua just is like got 12 interceptions and looks like straight garbage. You know what his number is on our team? 0.
But he's QB2.
And he's QB2. So that was a wonderful. I love those shoulder pads.
Find an Alan Mercari.
I need to grab those for a couple games this year, because especially the Ravens game, because I might have to shoulder charge somebody. Especially if we win, because last time we were there, it was a home game and we turned out great at the end. But I mean, it turned out fine, but like there was altercations.
Not between you.
Well, I mean, that's because the dude, I'm pretty sure her boyfriend or husband, whoever he was, I'm pretty sure he was like a trained fighter or something, because he was very calm and collected. Like, he probably would have kicked shit out of me. He would have curb stomped me like the Bears did the Bills.
I don't want to hurt you, little man.
Yeah, he was like so calm and collected. It was just like, yeah, we're just not gonna do this. And I was in his face too. Like after what
Good
else
times
had happened, yeah, I was like, oh, you don't want to fight now?
No cameras around.
So, but I'm definitely more grown. Hopefully, applications of Baltimore. But so another coaching decision that Mike McDaniel made this weekend, and I feel like it's an improvement, and it was a coaching Mike McDaniel did as an coaching decisions. So at the end of the game, in the fourth quarter, let me pull it up for me. So let me pull it up. Gotta go to the. Like, this game was kind of back and forth the whole time. It wasn't a high scoring. It was kind of back and forth the whole time. Like, defense would do good for Detroit, and defense would do good for Dolphins. Team would score a touchdown, and then like defense score a field goal, and then it kind of went back and forth. But it was this drive right here. So right now, going into this drive that I'm about to talk about, the score was 21-17 Miami Dolphins over the Detroit Lions. And they get the ball, and they get the ball deep, their 8-yard line, their 13-yard line start. No, sorry, their 5-yard line is where they start, and then they start with an 8-yard run. And then a pass incomplete. This is Ewers on the field, by the way. And then a 5-yard penalty for a delay of game. I don't know what happened there. I was driving at the I was listening. But then 4th and shotgun. So we go for it on 4th down. Oh no, it's 3rd and 7. 4th shotgun. It's just weird how NFL.com like labels plays. But Quinn Ewers passed short middle to AJ Henning for 12 yards and a first down, and then a 17-yard pass. So now here we are, 4 plays in, and we're sitting at the 37-yard line. And then another 13-yard pass from Quinn Ewers. So bam, bam, bam. Quinn Ewers has put together 3 strikes at this point. And what else is happening? They're just like eating time off the clock. They're eating time off the clock right now. They're doing big plays, like first downs on each play, but like they're taking their time in between each play. And then we get a 10-yard penalty for offensive holding. So that gives us a 1st and 20. And then we get a big 26-yard run from one of our new running backs that we pick up, A. Shamklin. He only had 2 rushes for 31 yards, but that was the bulk of one of them. So he got pretty much all of the yardage back, plus he got more. And then we had another 10-yard penalty. Offensive pass interference from A.J. Henning. But we're still eating up
Beating
clock.
yourselves up.
Yeah, but we're still eating up clock at this point. You know, there's 6:08 left on the clock in the 4th quarter. 21-17 Miami Dolphins right now. And then pass incomplete. So now that stops the clock. 6:03. And then we have a 12-yard pass complete from Ewers to Armstrong. And then so now we're sitting at right about 5 minutes on the clock. 14-yard pass from Ewers to Teal Weiss. That puts us in red zone. That puts us in the red zone. So here we are. We're sitting at a little under 5 minutes left on the clock to go. And then we run a 6-yard run. Shamklin, that's where he gets the rest of his yardage from. And then a 7-yard run right after that, Mike Boone. Another one that we picked up after Madison went down. So now we're sitting right around 3.5 minutes to go with a 1st and 5. And then Quinn Ewers' pass, 4 yards complete. So he didn't quite get the touchdown. It was 1-yard line. Clock's still ticking. No timeouts or nothing. And then a negative 2-yard run. So we're still eating up the clock, and now we hit the 2-minute warning. The pass incomplete to Theo Weiss. And then at the 2-minute warning, we kicked a field goal. Now, last week we didn't do this in this type of situation. We went for it on 4th down, and we failed to get it. But this time we went for the field goal. So it puts us up 24-17. So now we're sitting up 7 points, giving the ball back to the Detroit Lions, who, inside the 2-minute warning, who during the first half went and took the ball and drove it down the field 84 yards in 1 minute and 20 seconds to score a touchdown to end the first half. So Mike McDaniel...
What's to stop them doing that again?
Exactly. So we go for it on 4th down here, and we fail to get it. The score's 21-17. We're giving the ball back to Detroit, who then goes on to move the ball down the field to the 12-yard line. So not only did they do it in the first half, but they did it in the second half. But our defense comes in clutch and gets the interception. Bro, and that interception was fucking beautiful. Bro, that interception was fucking beautiful. But to break it down, had he had not taken that field goal there, and had we had not gotten that interception, because he didn't know we were going to get that interception. No one knew that we were going to get that interception. So going into it, he's assuming that the Detroit Lions are going to run that ball down the field, run out the rest of the clock, and score a touchdown. So we have to go for a field goal at that point. In worst case scenario, we tie the game. We don't lose the game. You know what I'm saying? Coaching decision right there. Yeah, I got you, buddy. I'm sorry.
I'd say it was a good decision.
All right, I got you. Yeah, no, it was a great coaching decision by Mike McDaniel for sure, and I think that shows me improvement from Mike McDaniel, and that shows me like positive, like my gut's not lying to me right now when it tells me that we're gonna have a good 2025 season. Now, it definitely helped that our defense got that interception in the red zone, because the Detroit Lions definitely did run that ball down that field, run out the rest of that clock. And we're going to score a touchdown, and we're going to tie that game. I mean, at worst case scenario, we would have had another tie, instead of losing.
2 ties in the preseason. One of them's you, one of them's not.
So we Fin Fam, you got something to look forward to this. Mike McDaniel's just been putting on a show for you guys in the offseason to make the Dolphins look like they're a mess. And when we come out, hold on, I'm about to do it for you. Let me find my arrow. When we come out in the 2025 season, September 7, 1 p.m., playing the Indianapolis Colts, Mike McDaniel's going to be like,
all right, quiet on set. And action. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Cut.
and it's going to be on. So, I think that's it for week.
That's a good question. I wish I was more on top of that.
No, I got it pulled up over here. It's actually on our screen. It should be on our screen. But it's probably too small. 28-17. 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
So it looks like they've kicked a field goal and have been unable to score anything else.
But Cincinnati hasn't scored anything else.
Yeah, they finally answered those 21 unanswered points with 3.
But, I mean, this is probably third strings at this. Like, it's not really.
Yeah,
important.
I'm sure at this point.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Go ahead. One last little bring up. We got to talk about the Patriots, just because they're in our division. They're going to be the bottom of our division, but we still got to talk about them. They went 20-12 over the Vikings, surprisingly, but that was with the Vikings using Max Brosmer, Brett Ripien, and Sam Howell as their quarterbacks for the full game. Brosmer and Howell both throwing their own interceptions, making the Patriots defense look better than they probably are. We had 1 touchdown throw from Joshua Dobbs. He went 11 for 16, 106 yards, and 1 touchdown. The rest of the quarterbacks for the Patriots, Ben Wooldridge and Drake May, combined for 101 yards, 110 yards, respectively, between the two of them.
That's not a lot.
They did a lot of running. Trevon Henderson got a touchdown for New England,
But from what
as
I
well as
from what I
Efton
understand,
Chisholm.
from what I understand with Trayvon Henderson, he only ran like 20 yards in that game. Is that right? On 5 carries?
Yeah, 4 carries for
4
20
carries for
yards and a
20
touchdown.
yards. So 5-yard average. So it's like, don't jump on this guy. Like, I've seen a lot of people in fantasy so far this year, like trying to grab this guy early. Don't do that. Same mistake with Ashton Genty. Don't forget that the Las Vegas Raiders over there, they got a new co-owner in Tom Brady, who is the GOAT on the field. But this is going to be his first time making decisions and trying to mess with a team. So don't think that he's not going to put his input in there and mess things up for what Pete Carroll, who is an old school style coach, coming in, also taking over the team this year. Geno Smith, new, coming in. Raheem Mostert, he's going to be your best running back option for the Las Vegas Raiders. Don't fall for it, and don't grab Ashton Genty high. The value's not going to be there. I mean, he's going to be good, but he's not going to give you round 1 or round 2 numbers. Sorry. Raheem Mostert's there, and he's going to get a lot of the goal line work, a lot of the third down work, and we already know Raheem Mostert is explosive when he can be. So take that into consideration when you're considering Ashton Genty.
I guess we can wrap it up there because that was the only thing I had to say about the Patriots. They won. Good for them.
Yeah, good for them. It's preseason, but like we could say the same thing about our teams. But yeah, so we got our fantasy draft going to be coming up. Are you going to be? Are you plan on streaming the Eagle Grill one?
Probably
no?
not.
No, just
We're
running
doing
that as a mock draft.
our Eagle Grill Crew one on Saturday, August 23rd. Just to kind of get it out of the way, have a little fun. That one's going to be our free one. We're just kind of having fun and enjoying some, trash talking amongst friends for that one. Then we do have a secondary one where we're going to input some money and be giving away a trophy
Yep.
and cash to the winner.
Yeah, this is actually be the first year that we have a trophy to pass around. Had a parking. But yeah, so that one will be live, and there'll be commentary. The Discord will be open, as it's always open for anyone that wants to join. You just have to make sure that you're subscribed, and you send me a DM, and I'll send you the link to jump on up with us and shoot the shit and talk football, because
like and subscribe and talk your trash.
That's right. We love it. So
we don't like just talking to ourselves. We like talking to all of you.
All of you. So make sure y'all hit the comments,
out there,
hit the shares. We got that Gesicki poster, or not a poster, but that Gesicki signed photo for you guys when we hit 500, which we gonna hit 500 soon. I feel it coming. So make sure you share us with your friends, with your family members, anybody that likes football, anybody that likes fantasy football, Miami Dolphins, New York Jets.
Hell, if they like Taylor Swift, share. My girlfriend's a Swiftie.
That's right. Share it with everybody, and then tag us, and then we'll send it out to the viewer that shows us the most love. So make sure y'all commenting. I'm keeping track of all the comments that come in. I can't keep track of the likes, but hit the like anyways, because it helps the algorithm, and it's going to help get up to 500. But don't forget to smash.
It'll help you get to see all of our videos.
Right. And then DCC, Dolphins Challenge Cancer. It's their 16th year. They're looking to raise $100 million since they've started, and I'm going to help them out with that. Last year we raised $350 in a month and a half. This year we're going to try and raise $2,500 for cancer research. So let's effing go. I will get signed up later this week, and I will have the link in our bio, so you can go and you can just smash that link, and you can go and support Silvestri cancer research. It affects everybody. Like, I'm sure some of you know somebody that cancer affects, or you've lost somebody due to cancer. Let's get this under control. And it takes all of us to do it. So as soon as that link goes up, smash that. Go help cancer research out. Let's try and hit that $2,500 goal this year. I will run a mile for every $500 that we raise. I will run a mile every day up until February 30th.
That's a lot of miles.
That could be a lot of miles. If we hit the 2,500, that'll be 5 miles a day every day until February 30th to the 5K, and then I will run around the 5K 3 times.
You would have to at that point. Good luck.
There you go. We got to make sure we clip that and put it out there and hold me accountable, because I will do it.
Hydrate this man.
I will
hydrate this man.
I will do it. I will do it. So when we hit that link, make sure y'all smash that like and subscribe and go. But it's been fun. Week 2, we got week 3 coming up. It's a home game for the Dolphins, so we're gonna be there. And we got the real game going on. So I don't have an end video for us yet. We're busy, guys. It'll come soon.
That's okay.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and hit the intro as our outro, and it's peace out, Joe, from the AFC East. That's why they call me Cat.
Like and subscribe anyways.
Like and subscribe anyways. We'll see you next week.
Well, all right, hey, Ron, it's been great talking to you. Headphones off. I was hearing we were just talking about like a 5-second delay.
Oh, because of the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, bro, it was fun. A little later start than we wanted, but man, it's a little later than we wanted. But hopefully, my program will get an update soon. It'll run more efficiently.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, because that shit took forever. 4.5 plus.
Damn.
Just to like eat that 1.5.
Hot honey butter popcorn.
Hot honey butter.
Live, love, pop.
What's the freaking craze with all the hot honey butter everywhere all of a sudden?
What's that?
What's the craze with all the hot honey butter everywhere all of a sudden? I've been seeing it in
I don't
a lot of
know.
places. But alright, man, I see the woman once you're